Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Today's Military World. Today, we're diving into a bold plan from France and the UK, deploying a European peacekeeping force to Ukraine to ensure Putin doesn't strike again in the future. Spoiler alert, Russia hates this idea. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button now and ring the bell so you don't miss any updates. Since 2022, a secretive group of military experts and diplomats has been meeting in Geneva to discuss a truce in Ukraine. At first, it was just a speculative idea, but as the conflict dragged on, it became clear that a solid plan was needed to make a ceasefire stick. Recently, this group went public with a 30-page document laying out how a peacekeeping mission could work after the fighting stops. Funded by an organization tied to the Swiss government, this study is one of the first concrete blueprints for a lasting truce, and it's the foundation for the Franco-British plan to keep Putin in check. Holding a ceasefire in a conflict like Ukraine's is no walk in the park. The front line stretches over 10,000 kilometers, packed with militarized and contested areas. Remember the Minsk Agreement back in 2015? It fell apart because no one could properly enforce it. There wasn't an international force on the ground to make sure the rules were followed, and that left room for scattered fighting that shattered trust between the sides. This time, though, the plan's different. The document proposes a demilitarized zone at least 10 kilometers wide, separating Russian and Ukrainian forces. This safety strip would be patrolled by about 5,000 civilians and police officers to monitor the ceasefire. And to protect that team, between 20 and 30,000 European soldiers would step in, forming an interposition force. They'd check the withdrawal of heavy weapons, prevent new clashes, and keep an eye out for any sneaky moves. And there's more. To make it all rock solid, the plan leans on tech. Sensor-equipped drones, balloons, and even buoys in the Black Sea would track everything in real time. That boosts transparency and cuts the risk of surprise attacks. The mission would be led by a European coalition, with France and the UK at the helm, and other countries like Portugal already signaling they'd send troops to help. But it's not all smooth sailing. The United States, under President Trump, is sitting this one out. He's not just refusing to send troops, he's also cut off Ukraine's supply of weapons and ammo, a tough blow to systems like the Patriot and HARS launchers. Worse yet, Trump's blocked intelligence sharing, leaving Ukraine blind to Russian movements. That makes defending the country a whole lot harder. So what's Putin's take? He's already said a loud no before talks even started. Why? First, he sees European troops, many from NATO countries, as a direct threat to Russian security. After all, he used the fear of foreign forces in Ukraine as an excuse to invade in 2022. Second, accepting this peacekeeping force would mean admitting the invasion was a mistake, something the Kremlin will never swallow. And finally, the obvious one, European soldiers in the way would mess with any plans to retake territory down the road. The big question is, can this ceasefire last? Putin's got a track record of ignoring international deals, and plenty of people worry he'll just use a truce to regroup, rearm, and attack again. The distrust between the sides is massive, making any agreement shaky at best. On the flip side, a strong, well-equipped peacekeeping force might be the game-changer this situation needs. So what do you think of this plan? Can Europe hold the line in Ukraine? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, smash that like button, share it with your friends, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop. See you in the next video, folks.